Hello, my friend, and welcome. It's so good to see you here today. Today, when you're watching this video, is the day that we celebrate as the birthday of our youngest cat, Odin. We had a rainy day, and my mom and my son and I were looking for something to do, and we were near the pet shelter, and I was like, hey, let's just go visit the cats and the dogs and just kind of spend some time with them. You know, we already have 2 cats at home. It's not like I was looking for them, but I know that our shelter was always looking for people to come in and socialize with the animals to kind of get them ready for other families. And we walked into this shelter and we walked into this dark room, and they'd had the lights off because the cats in there were a little more sensitive, and so they were just kind of, well, in this case, some of them had recently been through surgeries and things like that. And as I walk into the room, this black and white tuxedo cat on the other side of the room just kind of perks up, and he looks at me and he kind of turns his head and starts to walk across the shelves that are on the wall. They have like these shelves for the cats. And the other person in the room at the time, another person who was there to play with the cats, was like, he's been huddled in that corner the entire time I've been here. And he comes over and he's standing right next to me on the shelf that I'm standing next to. And he starts just kind of making little noises and trying to reach out his paw at me. And I'm looking at this cat, and I don't know that any of the pictures I have will ever truly show how absolutely silly he looked. We described him as chipmunk cheeks at the time because it looked like he had his cheeks full of something. And we later learned that this cat, who at the time was known as Salem, had come in as a stray. He was beat up really badly. Scratches and scrapes everywhere, parts of his ears missing, and they actually had to remove all 4 of his canines because they were busted up, just broken so badly that they were beyond repair. And that was the reason for these chipmunk cheeks. It was swelling from the surgery and the damage that had been done, which is really sad when you think about it, but it did create a really humorous result. And this cat just, was immediately attached to me. I was able to pick him up and everything, which apparently many others were not able to do. And I think he sold himself on me when he started just headbutting my chin. This is something I feel like not every cat does. Our other 2 cats are more like the headbutt your hand or headbutt an elbow kind of thing. They never really did it to the face, and I just thought it was so adorable. And I'm like, we can't do this. We can't take on another cat. There's no way my husband is going to let this happen. And, I'm taking pictures. My mom's taking pictures of this cat with me. And we go home, and it's a little later that day, and my husband gets home from work, and I'm telling him all about this cat. I'm like, okay, I know that we really can't afford to take on another cat, but I want you to just meet him. Just do me this one favor and come and meet him. And so on that very same day, this is like near closing time, we drive back over to the shelter, and, of course he's still there, and we walk into the room, and once again, this cat just comes practically running across the shelves to get to me. And I pick him up right away, and my husband's already making a face. Like, the face where I know, he's already melting. He can't help himself. And this is where we connect, because I know he's like me in the, he's the practical one of the two of us. I will fully admit that. But I could tell he was already melting. And we can't help ourselves when there's an animal that needs help. Can't help it. And so I'm holding the cat, and he starts doing the whole headbutt thing. And I look at my husband, and he's like, fine. So after a few days of calling and harassing them to take a look at our application, we brought home Salem, who we renamed Odin. All of our cats have god and goddess names, and so we just thought that would fit, especially because, as I forgot to mention, he was also blind in one eye from damage from what they believe was possibly a fight, but it also could be some other natural damage. So, yeah, Odin's a mess, but he just fits right in here in the crazy cat house that we have. And so, in celebration of his birthday, I am playing this cat demo, Quilts and Cats of Calico. Apparently, this game is based on a board game, and I am not at all familiar with this game. So in case you are also not, we're going to run through the tutorial and take a look at that. It says at the bottom of the screen you see design goal tiles. Okay. Each of them has different conditions to meet. I'm seeing like AAA, BBB. Choose the highlighted design goal tile. Click on it with the left mouse button and drag it to the highlighted spot on the board. Okay. Select the remaining design goal tiles and place them in the appropriate places on the board. Okay. I'm not sure what is appropriate. You don't have to fulfill them to finish the game, but they will allow you to earn more points. Okay. If you want to undo your move, you can click the tile marked with an arrow with the left mouse button. It will then return to your hand. Try to undo the design goal tile with the arrow. Okay. Now you can restore one of the remaining 2 design goals in your hand to the board. Great. Now you know how to undo your move. You have chosen the design goal tiles for this game. Now click the tile bag with the left mouse button to end your turn and continue. Okay, at the start of the game, random tiles appear in your hand at the bottom of the screen. Use them to make a quilt. In the game, you can place your tile anywhere on the board, but we'll get to that later. Now try to complete your first design goal. Achieving design goals earns you extra points. Look at the letter designations on the highlighted design goal. Okay, A, B, B, C, C. To fulfill the conditions of this design goal, you must first create 3 different pairs of tiles around it. Okay. You can match these 3 pairs based on colors and patterns. You will receive a given amount of points for completing the challenge. 7 points for arranging 3 different pairs of colors or patterns around it. You will get 11 points for arranging 3 different colors and patterns within the pairs. Try to score 11 points for design goal AABBCC by arranging 3 pairs of both patterns and colors. Click and hold the highlighted tile with the left mouse button and move it to the designated place on the board. Okay. Whoops. Well, click. Why are we not? Well, it doesn't want to go there. There we go. have to kind of go beyond it. Okay, great. This way you have initiated your first pair out of the 3 pairs. Okay, so... Okay, it's a pattern pair. I see. Refill the tiles in your hand. At the market, choose the tile that matches the first tile on the board in terms of color or pattern. Okay. To end your turn, click on the bag. Alright, so the other player goes. It's now your opponent's turn, which in this case is AI. You can view their move by clicking on their avatar in the lower left corner of the screen. If you do so, return to your board by clicking on your avatar. Okay, so they have the same board as us, but they're playing separately. Okay. Your opponent has finished their turn, so now you can make your move. Place the highlighted tile in the marked location. It will create a pair of AA in terms of color. Oops, we have to go beyond it. There. Great. As you can see, tiles around the design goal do not have to be adjacent to each other to form a pair. Okay, that was a question I had. As before, select a matching tile from the market and end your turn by clicking on the bag. Okay, so look for a tile that matches those already on the board in terms of color or pattern. So we do have a pattern that matches here. This one does not seem to match any around there, and that one doesn't, so we click that one. Okay, and then we click that for the ending of our turn. Alright, now try to create a BB pair. Place the highlighted tile in any location around the design goal. Like so. Select a matching tile in the color. Okay, so yeah, the pattern there is, and click to end our turn. Okay, place the highlighted tile in a chosen empty space around the highlighted goal. Okay, so we'll place it over there. As you can see, the tile starts a new pair of colors while also creating a pair of patterns with the previously placed tile. Okay. Select a new tile to match. Okay, so that would be the color. And then end our turn. Great, you have arranged 1 pair of colors and 2 pairs of patterns. Okay, 1 pair of colors, 2 pairs of patterns. Now you need to arrange the last pair of tiles. To get the most points for the design goal, you should lay on board a new pattern pair, which will at the same time form the last 2 pairs of colors initiated on the board, blue and purple. All you need to do is select a tile of the appropriate color and pattern from those available in the market to create the last pair. Finish the design goal on your own. Try to select tiles to obtain 11 points for creating 3 pairs of both colors and patterns. Okay. So this would do colors. Eek. Whoop. Oh wait, it has to be. There we go. And as they're kind of hinting to us, this would help with the patterns, and it would actually work on colors. So I think that would be our better option. Okay, and right like that. There we go. And now it's showing us that we have the colors and the patterns, and we got 11 points. Congratulations, you've achieved the maximum possible score for this design goal, creating AA, BB, and CC pairs of both colors and patterns. You already know how to achieve design goals and how their points are calculated. End your turn by taking one of the highlighted tiles from the market and clicking on the bag. Okay, so we can pick any one of these. I think I'm going to choose this one and end my turn. Now you will learn how to sew on buttons, another element of the game that gives extra points. Each tile's color in Quilts and Cats of Calico has a corresponding button. So green is the leaf, purple is the mushroom, pink is the flower, yellow is a moon, light blue is a raindrop, and dark blue is uh, something that looks almost like a blueberry. The exception is the rainbow button, which we receive for obtaining all the other buttons. Each button is worth 3 points. Let's try to get a button using the tiles on the edge of the board. We can use them to create the arrangement of tiles. Okay, to get a button, you must place 3 tiles of the same color next to each other. So we will place that one here. You already have 2 of the 3 tiles needed to get the pink button on the board. So I guess we're going to take that one. Yep. Pick up the pink tile from the market and end your turn. There are 3 places on the board where you can place a tile to get a button. Place the pink tile in one of the 3 available locations. Okay, so I'm assuming they mean here, here, or here. So we will place it here. And look at that, we sewed our first button. Pick up one of the highlighted tiles from the market and click on the bag to end your turn. Okay, I think I'm going to pick this one because there's 2 of them. And I would like to place it, I think, here. To gain a second button of the same color, you need to form a separate group of tiles. This means that if you expanded your color group to a size of 6 or more tiles, you do not gain another button. You have already learned how to get buttons. Congratulations. Now you will learn the most important thing in Quilts and Cats of Calico, how to attract cats to your quilt. During the game, you will be able to attract cats with different preferences regarding the type of pattern and sometimes its arrangement in the quilt. Normally, you will have 3 cats with different requirements to choose from during your games. I'm guessing that's these over here. But for the purposes of this tutorial, for now, we will use only 1 cat. Meet Millie. The portrait of Millie shows the requirements that must be met to attract her to your quilt. Okay, to attract Millie, we need to place 3 tiles next to each other in any arrangement. The second requirement is displayed under the cat's portrait. All 3 tiles next to each other must represent one of 2 given patterns, stripes or ferns. Attracting Millie to the quilt will give us 3 points, but other cats may have more difficult requirements and give more points. Let's try to arrange the tiles according to Millie's requirements. Pick a tile with stripes, one of this cat's favorite patterns. Place it in the indicated location on the board, then pick up another matching tile from the market and end your turn. Okay. I am curious why we would place it there. Okay, I'm matching one, so one of the stripes. I think I will go with the blue and end our turn. There are 2 places on the board where you can place a tile to attract the cat. Place the tile with the striped pattern in one of the 2 available slots. I'm going to guess here. Great. Now pick up the matching tile from the market and end your turn. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab the green one. Only 1 tile left to put it on the board and attract the cat onto the quilt. I'm going to guess this one in this spot. Oh, we can actually put it in any of those. Place the highlighted tile in one of the available spaces. There we go. You managed to lure Millie onto the quilt and score 3 points. Choose any tile from the market and finish your turn. I'm going to pick a different pattern here. Similar to collecting buttons, creating cat patterns has its limitations. If you wish to attract another cat of the same type, you must create a new separate pattern area that does not touch a previously scored one. This means that if you attach 3 or more striped tiles in the designated area, you will not get another Millie patch. Okay, so no more stripes there. However, if you create a different pattern for the same cat, this limitation does not apply. So we could put the leaves in those spots. And I think if we put it here, congrats on luring your first cat to the quilt. I'm sure you will attract many more of them during your adventure. And we are now starting a free game. While completing the tutorial, you might have noticed the cats sleeping by the board. They didn't want to disturb your learning. If you want them to start roaming freely around the board, click on the button with the moon in the upper left corner of the screen. If you want to pet the cat, you can do it with the left mouse button. Apart from roaming kitties, now you can see 2 more cat portraits. You can lure these cats to your quilt. You'll have 3 cats to attract in every regular game mode. Tibbet, like Millie, you already know, needs 4 adjacent tiles in one of the cat's preferred patterns. Rumi, on the other hand, only needs 3 adjacent tiles in the selected pattern, but they must be placed in a straight line on the board. As you can see in her portrait, this line can be rotated. If you need a hint on the conditions for your design goals on the board, hold the cursor on them until the hint appears. We have provided you with the most important information about game mechanics. Use it to complete the game. Here we go. If you get lost or forget the rules, you can find the instructions in the menu. Good luck. All right, we will probably need it. All right, we need 4 tiles with the dots, which I think we could put here. And then, let's see. For here, we need 3 in a row of either of these, so we could take that one with the intention of placing it there. Let's end our turn and see. Okay, I'm going to place that here. Whoops. Okay, so that should, yep, that attracted this cat. Okay. And either of those patterns, we don't have that option. So I think let's try to complete one of our goals. I'm not doing great here on this. We do have 2 of the aqua color. I don't think I'm going to end up completing a goal there. We need 3 and 3 here. We have 3 pink and a yellow. You can pet the cats. I'm not seeing how to pet them. Let's see. Or we can do 3 patterns. I'm feeling like I was not keeping these goals in mind enough. Let's see. I think I'm probably going to regret this. I'm going to take that one. And we'll see if we can complete. Okay, I didn't even realize that. Had that. Okay. Place that there. I don't know if that. Oh, I did manage to attract another cat. Okay. Well, we did something right, at least. And. Ooh. Let's see, if I take this one, we can get 3. Oh, wait, no. If I take this one, we can get 3 of the pattern and 3 of the color. That's what I'm thinking for on here. So 3 pattern, 3 color. If I'm remembering my rules correctly. So we will put this one here, which I hope completes that. I'm not sure. Okay, and I was hoping for dots. Am I even seeing this pattern? We've got 2 here, but we haven't been seeing them over here. Let's see. Can we get 3 in a row anywhere of these 2? No. Because we couldn't add on to these. We can rotate those patterns, but I don't think that will make a difference. If actually, I will take this. I don't think that's going to make a difference in what I'm doing. Definitely a game that takes lots of thought processes. Okay. Here's the dots I was hoping for. We need 4 of the dots. So I'm going to place that over here. I'm going to, probably here. I'm going to mess up one of my other options, but that should attract, yeah. So at least, okay, we did actually manage to complete that one. Okay. Wow, we actually got both. I guess I was missing the fact that we actually had accomplished that. I'm trying to remember about the buttons too. Let's see. The buttons was 3 of the same color together, so we might be able to get a button here. Maybe. Okay. We haven't managed to attract 2 of the cats. We have not gotten that one though. Or wait, we did get that one. And we got that one. Okay, so we've gotten all 3 cat types. And here we need... I've totally messed this one up, I think. Let's see. A, B, B, C, D. 2 different pairs of colors or 2 different single colors. And 2 different single colors. Okay, 2 different pairs of colors. Okay, so I think this one would work. Of course, this one probably would have too. Let's try placing that here and see if I was correct. I got a button too. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Okay, I'm not too horrible at this game, I guess. It's definitely something I think would take practice and paying attention and that sort of thing. I'm going to grab this one, place it over here. I think that will give me a button. Oh, excuse me, Miss Pandora. You wanted to say hello? I know you get jealous when I'm playing with other cats. And they're not even real cats. Okay. This one I could match to the pattern. Possibly get another one to create a pattern. I'm going to take that. We will see if that works. Or if I regret my decisions. Okay. 4... Okay, that one already was part of that design. So I'm going to try to create the 3 of these pattern across. So I can take this one. So we can maybe attract another one of these cats. That's my thought process anyway. Whoop, did I grab the wrong one? I did, didn't I? Whoops, I meant to grab the aqua. I got distracted by the cat. Alright, we're going to toss this one up in here. And see what that does for us. Oh, we have to pick one. And then we can end our turn, and I think that would be the end of the game. Alright, so we have scored 16 cat tokens, 12 button tokens, 16 design goals, with a score of... Ooh, dramatic. It's close. 44 versus 43, so we beat them by 1 point. All right. I think that was a fun game. I could definitely have fun playing this and exploring it more. I like that you could play against AI or against others. That's definitely fun. I like this game. What do you guys think? I want to say thank you so much for stopping by today. It was great to see you, and I hope that you can make it back again real soon.